Who told all the men that it was okay to be so bulky and nonchalant?
If I spoil myself and you can't spoil me, what are we doing? What are we doing? Every man that's trying to date me or be with me associates my name with money. That's exactly how I like it. I want you to think, damn, if I hit her up, I'm gonna at least spend a couple hundred. Do I really want to? Do I have enough in my bank account to do that? Do you? Because if you don't, I promise you, I'm not gonna waste my breath.
I did it, guys. I landed myself a calm, regulated, genuine, patient, and understanding man. You know what it has taught me? I'm the problem.
Any men out there that do service for service, like you do my breaks, I do your meal prep, I might even fold a little on.
Listen, I am only interested in two types of men, okay? The fixer or the financer. Either you're a fixer and you take matters into your own hands, or you're a financer and you pay for someone to do it, okay? If you're both, I'm available to get married tomorrow.
What's good, guys? It's your boy JostenJ coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Women admit they're shocked men are ignoring their entitlement in modern dating. We got action. Let's cook.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna break down just how expensive it is to be a woman in today's day and age. It's important to keep in mind that I'm a woman in my 30s, so I don't represent all women everywhere, and also I live in Los Angeles, so things are obviously a little bit more expensive here than they are other places in the world. But this is just to give you a general idea. Okay, so let's start with my tier 1 of products that I use every single morning when I wake up. Let me know if you'd like an individual price breakdown, but this totals to about $650 in product. Next is my nighttime routine. These products total about $610. Again, happy to include a price breakdown per item for you, should you request it. Now onto hair products. So products alone, I'm gonna say are around $200 to $300. And then there's the actual tools. This blow dryer alone costs $300. Let me just point out that I did get that on sale, but still. So if we're talking the total of the tools, that's probably another $500 to $600 right there. Of course, it's important to keep in mind that lots of these are one-time purchases. And you know, most of the products last between 3 to 4 months, but these are still things that we have to pay for that you don't. Now let's talk about my face. The Botox that I get costs me about $250 every 3 to 4 months. The filler that I get costs me about $750 about once a year. Now let's talk about my body. That laser hair removal that I get, yeah, it costs me about $280 every 3 months. The spray tan that I'm getting later today is gonna cost me $60. And the Pilates class that I went to this morning cost me $30 or $200 a month for an unlimited membership. Oh shoot, and I almost forgot my manicures and pedicures. Yeah, so that's about $100 every 2 weeks. Oh, of course, and then there's makeup. Yeah, right. All that stuff, and there's way more of it too under my sink. It's hard for me to total all that up, but ballpark, and this is me being on the conservative end of things, I'd say it's about $1,000 worth of product, and that's just the stuff that I use every day. Please don't tell me, we're not the ones telling you to do all of that. Here's the thing. There's a lot of pressure to be hairless, tan, poreless, beautiful people. And you know who put those beauty standards in place? Men. You know who owns lots of those beauty companies and fashion companies and famous lingerie brands? Men. So if you're gonna tell me what I should wear and how I should look, the least you can do is buy me a drink.
So men should pay for a bunch of things that men didn't really ask you to do. See, the way they communicate, it always boxes you into a corner. They try to make it seem like men place these beauty standards on women. No, you're just competing with a bunch of other women on Instagram. You're competing with the Real Housewives of wherever the fuck. Like, you're competing with them. That's it. You all have this certain look in your head that you have to look like, or men won't find you attractive, when in all reality, men find most women attractive. Women don't find most men attractive. So it's all really nonsense, right? So do men tell you guys that it's attractive to have big eyelashes? No, men never said that. Do men tell you that it's attractive to have Freddy Krueger claws? No, we don't tell you that's attractive. Would men say, you know what? You do your toes and nails yourself? Oh, you don't have them professionally done. You're a bozo. Get out of here. I can't date you. I can't even sleep with you. No, men don't say anything like that. Makeup. Men don't even like it when women wear a lot of makeup. A little bit is cool. A little bit. It's all about the natural beauty. That's it. You're all trying to look like something that you're not. Botox and filler. Men asked you to do that? No, you're competing with other women. Women who are younger than you. If you accepted your age, we'd be good here. Men don't ask for all of that. You just put that there so it's like, I'm entitled to this and I'm entitled to that because I'm a woman. It's more expensive to be a woman. You make it more expensive to be a woman. That's it. And when you're like, oh, you need to pay for my drink or pay for my coffee because I'm getting ready to go on a date with you, that's entitlement. You're showing up for me, so I should pay for all of that. That makes no sense. And they add it all up when they're taking a dab of this, a dab of that, a dab of this, a dab of that. It's not the whole bottle of these products. If we wanted to use your logic, men are not going for it. Let's get the next one.
Only men who can't afford you are going to be upset when you say you want a provider man. Because if that's what you were, you wouldn't be upset. You would be like, oh yeah, of course you would want someone like that. I've worked so hard to give this to my family. Like, of course you want a provider man. But if you can't provide that, then you take that all personal. Why do you want a provider man? You just want to, you're a gold digger. You want to sit on your butt all day. You want this. It's always the brokies who are upset that you want a provider man.
When men say that they don't want to be used, is that men saying that they're a bum and they're mad because they can't provide? Once again, the way they communicate, it boxes you into a corner. So if you can't provide, you're a brokey. If you can provide and you want a woman to show you something, you're stingy. What happens if you just don't want to be used? Still waiting on that one. They're never going to tell you that. Listen, this is how it goes. A man could have it. He's not trying to be used. A man could not have it, have a little bit of it. He's not trying to be used. They don't seem to understand this. They think they're going to shame you into submission. It doesn't go that way. This is why I tell dudes, right? If women aren't into you, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone, because whether you have the money or not, see, before the money even comes, you have to have a bunch of characteristics. You have to have a bunch of things set in place to make that money. If she can't see that within you, that's her loss. That's her loss. How do you think these women get with dudes and they see a vision, the dude makes it happen, then they reap the benefits of him making it happen? If they can't see that, I don't care, on to the next. And for all the men that want to spend money on women, that's your prerogative. There's not enough simps to go around. Let's get the next one.
Okay, I just got back from my Hinge date. Yo, okay, I'll give you guys a full fucking debrief. Like, I need to fully debrief this date, like, tomorrow or something. But I'm hungry, so I am going to tell you this one little anecdote about the date. So, he goes to, like, we've got one round of drinks, right? They bring the check. He goes to put his card down, his credit card. And I, like, look at his credit card. We have the same credit card. Like, I have the same credit card as him. So I go, like, just to say something. I'm like, oh, I have the same card as you. And it was, like, loud in there. So he thought that I was, like, offering to pay or, like, offering to, like, put my card down too, some shit like that. So I say this. I'm like, oh, I have the same card as you. But it's, like, loud in there. So he, like, kind of looks at me, like, and he's like, no, I got it. Like, I'll pay. I go, huh? What? I'm like this. I go, what? He's like, yeah, no, I'll get the drinks. Like, I got it. I'm like, yeah, no, what? Wait, what do you mean? I was like, oh, no, baby boy. I wasn't offering to pay. It was funny, but I was like, no, like, I don't offer to pay, babe. And he was, like, laughing. He's like, oh, I thought you were, like, saying you'll put your card down. I go, no, babe, that would never come out. That would never come out of my mouth. No, I didn't even have my card with me. Like, I didn't even bring my card. I brought this face card. That's about it. So, yeah, I'll give you a full debrief tomorrow.
Okay, so he didn't have a problem paying for the date. So why are you not giving him kudos for being a man and paying for it? Why are you clowning this dude because he thought you were reaching for your card, but you weren't? He misinterpreted. So why are you making fun of him? They're always trying to sit on this high horse, get on this camera and show out and play games. For what? For attention, rage bait, clout. Dude was a gentleman. And she still finds some way to clown him. This is why men are ignoring the entitlement. Because they know what's going on. See, they want to put things on the internet and have you not say anything. Have you be dumb to the games. But they're frustrated a lot out here because men are waking up to the games. Isn't that funny? Dude was like, no. Don't ever disrespect me. Like, I got this. But she's like, no, that's not what I was doing at all. The funny thing about it is they will spend their money on a guy that they're actually interested in. They turn around, get out here, get older, and they're like, I would never. Yeah, we know the truth. Let's get the next one.
Here are 3 things that I feel like I am not obligated to do as a girlfriend. So the first thing is cooking for my boyfriend. I'm sorry, hun, but I am not cooking for you. Now, I don't mind, you come over my house, we're chilling. I'm hungry, you're hungry, and I decide to whip something up and I make you a plate. Like, I don't mind that. But the minute you decide that I have to cook for you because I'm your girlfriend and it's my job, pick a bill. Any bill. Because I don't gotta do shit. Second thing that I don't feel like I'm obligated to do is clean your house. Honey, you have an apartment? I have an apartment. Why would I come to your apartment to clean your house and you're a grown-ass adult? No, I'm not. What? No. I will be giving you the numbers to the maids that I use. I'm not doing that to keep you as my boyfriend, to get a ring. I'm not doing that. That's so desperate. I'm so sorry. I'm not leaving my house to come to your house to clean your house to prove that I'm a good. No, not happening. Third and last thing is I will not be moving in or living with my boyfriend. Now, I know some people is not going to agree with this, but honestly, I just feel like if I do, it'll kind of be contradicting everything that I was just talking about, because then you'll definitely feel like you're obligated to do all those things like cooking and cleaning. And I also don't like the fact that now this man feels like he has all this access to my body. Yeah, no. Now you're getting all these wifey benefits on a girlfriend budget. Yeah, no. You didn't really earn any of these benefits, to be honest, and there's no actual real commitment. Like, you're just my boyfriend. That's not happening. You will not get unlimited sexual access to me, and I'm not your wife. And you will not baby mother me. All that fucking, a baby will sure come out of it. No shade, but you will not baby mother me. So, if you want to actually live like a married couple, then we need to be married.
So we heard about everything that she won't do. What will she do? A lot of women share this similar outlook on things. I don't want to do wifey material things on a girlfriend's salary. You're going to hear all of this nonsense, right? What will you do? How do you prove that you're ready to be a wife? How do you prove this? They're going to, throw it back to the men. How are you proving that you're a husband? Well, if a guy is taking you seriously, he's going to be investing in you and taking you on dates and being chivalrous. Isn't that what you ask for? So you can kind of gauge if he's going to be a provider or not. So he's already doing that. What does he get in return for that? Box. Used box that some other guy got that he didn't have to invest into. It's the same song and dance. So you're not willing to do all of that, and that's cool. You can keep that strategy. You're only going to attract suckers. You're not going to attract the guys that you really want. And then there will be a problem with that too. It's just funny. They don't want to work to earn a man. They think a man is just going to drop down and fall from the heavens. That's not how it goes. All men want women to do is earn the good treatment. And they're like, who the hell do you think you are? So a guy works, he grinds, he gets it out the mud. And you want him to just hand it over to you, which is fine, but that's not reality. It's not reality at all. So you don't want to do a bunch of things for a man, but you expect a man to take you seriously. And if you notice, I show all races. I show people from Australia, the UK, all different types of clips of different types of women. It's the same thing. So don't ever get it confused like, this will be better, this will be better. No, you still got to be on your P's and Q's. Because they all start to think like this because it's influenced by the media. They push this message around. Guys are saying, you know what? I could clean my place myself. I can make myself my own food. I can pay for things, or I can just do it myself. So I don't really need you for all that. So what can I get out of you? Since you want to be transactional. And it's funny because the things that men want are free. The things they're asking of you cost money, resources. This is why we don't play by the same set of rules. If you reverse this and a man said all of the same things, they would be like, well, you're not ready to be a husband. You're not ready to be a provider. That's not fair. And so what is this? Let's get the next one.
No one talks about how expensive it is to live alone. I live in a big city. You all know where I live. I don't know why I'm hiding it. I live in Calgary. And rent right now for a 1-bedroom is insane. I'm not even in a nice building. We like our units. We hate the building. I say we as Alana and I, because she lives in the same building as me. And we want to move out. But the rent elsewhere is insane. Why can't I just be booed up so I'm splitting rent with someone? Like, most of these places are like $1,600 a month. And I have 2 jobs. And I can afford that, but I still don't want to pay that. This is ridiculous. I bought all this furniture by myself. I pay for my internet myself. I pay for my groceries myself. I hate it here.
Why is gas $5 a gallon? And like, why do I have to pay rent? And why is rent so high? And why do I have to drive my car and get the gas that I have to get to go to the job that I have to pay for rent? Why do I have to do all of that stuff? And why are you making it so fucking expensive to do it? I don't even want to get out and pump my gas. It feels like getting out and just knowing someone's gonna fucking stab you. Why would you get out? This is beginning. This is the beginning of life. What am I supposed to do forever? I have to get a fucking horse.
This is why men ignore the entitlement. This is the biggest reason. See, they could talk a big game and talk like they're big and bad, but this is actually what's happening in the background. This is actually what's happening for a lot of them. Are there successful women that are good? Yeah, but this is a lot of them. They don't want to pay for things on their own. Why is gas so high? I know guys are even going to be like, you're tripping. I haven't even realized that the price of gas went up. I just get my gas and pay for it. I don't really trip over things like that. Now, I'm not trying to big myself up. I'm just saying, when you're good, you're good. They're complaining about all these things that they wouldn't have to complain about if they just made the right decisions when it comes to the dating market. They're like, nah, I'll take that short-term fun. Let me get that. Now look where you're at. Talking about, I wish I had somebody to share it with. Nah, see, men don't flex that. I pay everything myself. Nah, that's not a flex for men. It's going to get done regardless. So it's a weird flex when you say it because, see, most men are going by society. Oh, we're equal. So it doesn't even make sense what you're complaining about, what you're saying. 2 different sets of rules. Don't let it blind you out here. And they don't like when they have to do it by themselves, yet they're not appreciative of when a man is actually offering it. It's a weird place to be in for them, man. Don't ever, ever, ever deal with the woman's entitlement. If she doesn't think you're good enough, cool. Let her go find the guy who is. So this was women admit they're shocked that men are ignoring their entitlement in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy JostenJ. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Day 6 on Hinge. I have about 5 guys that I've matched with, but they haven't written something to me, and it's my preference that a guy contacts me first. So I'll just wait around. I've 2 of those matches have been matches for about 4 days and they haven't messaged me. So if I haven't heard from them tonight, those 2 guys, they're just going to go because they're obviously not interested in messaging. And, you know, I understand that Christmas was happening, but I still feel like if you haven't contacted me within 4 days, you're not really interested in getting to know me. I have one guy who I try to ask different questions, so it's not the same old boring dribble. And I asked him what was something that made him smile recently. And he said a patient, I think he's in the medical industry, or someone being pain-free. And then he just responded, what about you? I hate that because he has put no thought or anything into the question to me. So do I respond? I actually don't know if I'm going to respond. And I'm a bit sus because every photo he has is like a professional looking photo, even from afar. Like he's doing something, he's writing, or he's sitting on a beach. It's all very, very perfect looking, which makes me a little sus. So I probably will delete him. There's another one. Oh, this guy. We were exchanging a few messages. He said that he doesn't celebrate Christmas. And I just responded, Seventh-day Adventist, which is a religion. It's not abnormal. Like, I think it's well known. And he just goes, "What?" ? Now, this guy is a younger guy, and I'm kind of like, if you don't even know what, like, a religion is, and I feel like that is just a simple one. If he doesn't understand that, I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of him too. So that's where I'm at. There is not much going on. Which, did I expect any more? Not quite. Yeah. We'll just see what tomorrow brings. On one of the lives I had recently, one of the girls suggested a different app. I have to see where it's at, and maybe I'll join up that on the weekend. We'll see.